Hey everybody, this is Grace, and I came out here to make a video before it got dark. And I got out here and sat down and forgot what I was going to talk about. I've had a few thoughts today that I wanted to make videos. You know, I have mentioned, well, today's February 3rd. I have mentioned that I had some crises going on. And so that's pretty much got me worn down, not getting enough sleep again, waking up like 4 o'clock or so, and napping on and off. But anyway, I had that topic and right out of my brain. But I did have some, like I've mentioned before, these, what are they? Let's see. List of memory biases. List of cognitive biases. These I got from Wikipedia years ago. And cognitive dissonance, I printed that out on 6/27/2016. It even has the time, 2:05 p.m. Okay, well, what is this one? Oh, fallacies. Yeah, there was one. I had another one about fallacies. I like that one better. This one was from 2019. Then I have list of paradoxes. Paradoxes, I would think. So, let's see. That's not the one I like, though. This one, it says, it starts off with barbershop paradox. What? Now, when I studied logic, it was, philosophy. It's under philosophy, and the class was called simply logic. Okay, that was in the 1980s. So if you think I remember them, think again. 1980s. Okay, but anyway, what is a barbershop paradox? Okay, hold on. It's the supposition that if one of two simultaneous assumptions leads to a contradiction, the other assumption is also disproved, leads to a paradoxical consequences. What? Did I read that right? Not to be confused with barber paradox. Okay, whatever. And then, let's see what else I had. I want to talk about these one day. Okay, probably not good to use paper clips. Let's see what this one is. A Poirier? What? I don't remember that. A Poirier. Is a puzzle or state of puzzlement. Okie dokie. And some on critical thinking. And there's fallacy again. That's the old one. Let's see. Well, I just caused myself all kinds of problems with these, putting them in notebook binders. Did all of you ever call them binders, notebooks? We always called them, when I was growing up, we called those notebooks, and then the ones that had the little spiral on the side, we called that spiral notebook. And we never used composition books. I didn't know what a composition book was until probably I was an adult, because I'd never seen one. Yeah, I'm kind of sleepy, but hey, I'm going to sit out here and talk about this. Okay, maybe I didn't have the right one. But, and try to remember what I wanted to talk about. Besides, it's been a lot of stuff going on in my life lately. And I just wanted to get out of the house just for a moment. Oh well. Okay, how did you handle me talking like I just woke up? It's actually true. It's 6:17. I fell asleep. Oh my goodness, I woke up like 4 o'clock or something. Been catnapping since, off and on. But yeah, not getting enough sleep, everything that's going on. Somebody even suggested I not really a suggestion, but more of a mention, I guess I should say, that, when I fell down, I've fallen down through, 3 times, past 3.5, 4 years, or whatever it is, that I should have gotten some counseling for PTSD. Now, I never, ever, I studied to become a counselor many years ago, and earned my degrees in psychology and sociology and all that. I never would have thought about counseling for PTSD because of falling. Really? Anybody else ever think about that? I don't know why there's a block right there that said that I never would have thought about it. But yeah, I do have that. I have a fear of falling again. Seriously, I really do. I mean, let's see. Last year I fell twice, and then the other one I think was in 2017, July 2017. I fell and busted on the sidewalk, and scraped up really bad, both of my knees. Then last year in February, so almost exactly a year ago, I just fell on the hardwood floor. Just tipped to the left and boom, landed on all my body weight on my left knee. I actually heard a crack sound, and that was pretty bad. And that was bad. And then when the puppy I nicknamed Mayhem knocked my legs right out from underneath me, came barreling through the house. He weighs 72 pounds, by the way. Yeah, I had him weighed. He came barreling through the house, knocked my legs out from underneath me. I landed flat on my face, literally flat on my face. And I'm still having trouble with those gums. The top, busted my face. I had a heart, or I guess I tried to stop the impact with my right hand, the wrist. My back was hurt, all those stuff. But I never would have thought, PT, yeah, comes to mind. Physical therapy, of course, or is it occupational? No. Which one is it? Maybe PT. I'm just going to say that. I don't know for certain. I'm not a healthcare professional. But but I would not have thought about counseling because of, for PTSD. Wow. Yeah. But maybe I do, because as I say, I have a fear of falling again. Because those were awful. All 3 of those. And after when I fell and hurt both of my knees, I always wore knee pads when I went somewhere. Went to grocery store or whatever. After I fell February last year and re-injured that left knee, I wear knee pads no matter where I am. If I'm walking, they're on. Yeah, and it was a good thing because when I fell, September, I had them on. So, and did not hurt my knee. A little bit of, of hurt, but I landed on my face, so hey, yeah. Anyway, I guess I just came out here to ramble a little bit. Wow. But, no, I have videos that, I made a video and I said that I want, because of what's going on, that I need to really take that time out to have a bit of normalcy, do something a bit of my norm. And so I have some old videos of, I say this how many times? Every time I make a video, because it seems like I always have some, not old, like it'd be like a month or maybe more. But I want to start making those public too. I thought about just making those public in the morning, and then if I make a video during that day, put that in the evening. But anytime I say I'm going to do something, it seems like something else comes up and I never get back to what I said I was going to do. Yeah, like I wanted to do, let's see, how many different things. I wanted to start doing more of those printouts that I have so many when I was cleaning up, so many for things that are concerned in psychology and sociology and philosophy. And I have a lot of stuff that has to do with gerontology, and have a lot of publications from the government from SAMHSA. I'll just put it that way. And I'd like to go through those and do, some of those. And I have so many printouts from, scholarly journal articles. Unbelievable amount of them. And I wanted to go through those. It seems like anytime I say I'm going to do something, yeah, something comes up. And I also mentioned in one I haven't made public yet that, I've been writing these stories. I started writing these stories back in December of 2019. And I had written some part to it years ago. I don't have any idea how long. Didn't have any copies. I don't even know if I wrote it down. I just had it in my head. And today I was telling Adam about one of them, the plots. They're basically several series, but they're all together. They combine into one big story. Okay, series within series. But I told him about one of them today. He goes, "Whoa, that's very dark." It's very dark. And I said, "Yeah, but it's dark, but it also leads to something that's very light." Okay, and that's how it has to go. It has from the darkness to the light, and that's what they all go to. I don't know about all of them. I haven't finished writing all of them. But and I told him, I said, I don't know what it is. I said, and I've said this in videos, I don't know if I made it in public yet, that these stories just come to me. And I know, don't go digging out your DSM wondering what that is, and not even that one, no. But they just do. I wake up in the morning and boom, there's part of the story. And it can be in there anytime during the day, and I just keep going. Just writing down, make notes, write down the, highlights of, the story, and then make a rough draft and make it either in, PowerPoint or verbal. But the thing is, I haven't published that many of them, so. But I don't know why they're dark stories myself, really. But like I said, you have to, there's the darkness, and the whole thing is to move toward the light. So maybe that makes sense to some people. But now you're seeing me when I'm not fully awake. And when it's not fully light. Maybe I'll put this on my other channel. I don't know. We'll see. But I usually try to stick to one thing. Oh, no, I don't. Why would I lie? That would be a lie. But I wish I could remember what that was. That just so annoys me that I can't remember what it was. And I remember thinking, it's something I have mentioned before, but it's worth mentioning again. And you know what it was? It was just about that. Oh, this makes me laugh. It was about how people repeat themselves. And we've all heard this probably on TV news or something, how people do that to manipulate people, for bad, for their own purposes. What is that weirdness? But, the people can do it also for a good purpose. Like, when you're learning something new, say, I've seen people who, like me even, who talk about narcissism. They have an area that they really like to concentrate on. And so many of their videos are just repetitious, one after another. And I've caught myself, yesterday, I think, or the night before, I put up a video I had just made, the first one I said I really need to have some normalcy. And then, it was the day before. And then yesterday, the day after, I went to one of my older ones, and it was basically saying the same thing. Some of it was very similar. But in these type of topics, that's also something that a person does, is to repeat some of the things. That's their area of interest. Kind of like when you have a master's, or you have a focus. They can call them very many things. Mine I have 2 areas of specialization, this kind of thing. But with my videos, I tend to focus on really, I could say I focus on several topics, but yeah, they kind of go around, back and around, especially people who think they know better than the experts. Yeah. But it's good to repeat it. For one thing, if you do videos, people come in, they can watch a few videos, you know, might subscribe, and then they kind of lose interest in YouTube altogether, you know, or you never hear from them again. You know, some people are just joiners. I learned that from my first channel. It's like so many people, back when I first started, so many people joined, but I never hear from any of them. And never had that many views, you know, as I had subscribers. It's like, what's going on, you know? But so, you know, each time somebody new comes along, they haven't heard that. But if there's somebody who stays, they've heard it. It's an old story. But it also is good to repeat it so people really get it. And then you add something to it, or you change something. You know, elaborate more. Go down a different direction with the same topic. Yeah, you know. But then there are those people who use it to try to take something that's fake, that's a lie, it's totally false, whatever, and try to twist it, and put it in people's heads that it's true. You know. And that's not good, of course. But anyway, I think I'm going to go in. It was good to get outside for a little while before it got really dark. And ramble. I'm rambling. Anyway, I'll talk to you on another video.